Well, hello again and welcome to Roland's Reviews. Hit that little thumb, folks. That is the like button. Everybody plays the fool sometimes. There's no exception to the rule. Listen, baby, it may be factual, it may be cruel. I ain't lying. Everybody plays the fool. How is everyone doing? I thought that song was appropriate for the first story that we will be covering today. How is everyone doing? I am back, and I hope that you have had a fantastic Friday. Yes, Friday. Tijuana border jumper. Yeah, we're sending some prayers up for CJ. Because he's been missing due to a death in the family. And here on the Roland's Reviews channel, we do try to stand up for each other and pray for each other during tough times. And also let's keep Ruby from Joyland and our prayers as well. She's experiencing some problems with a family member as well. So let's just send up our prayers. I know, and some of you, whenever you're absent from the live stream, you're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Trust me, I get it. Life happens. It doesn't ask. It just happens. And so that's just where we are. And we'll just try to support each other and be there for each other. And that's all we can do. Yes, Tijuana, you got it. That's my favorite version of that song. So go ahead, folks, if you will, hit that little thumb. That is the like button. That tells YouTube that you are enjoying this content. And guess what? They may share the information with someone else. We are 7 away from 14,000. If everyone hits that like button, if everyone leaves comments, we may make it today. I just checked before I came on because I know some of you kept asking. We are 7 away from 14,000. So hey, if we all hit that like button, it may happen today. Who knows, right? So there we go. Also, if you have other forms of social media, hey, share it. The way that we grow the channel is by you sharing the links, telling a family member, telling a friend or neighbor. So, hey, jump on, share the love. So I'll give you a few moments to continue to fill up the chat room. Okay. And look at that title. And let me know if you are familiar with it. We're going to talk about a couple of things because some things, if you notice the last few videos, some things are, I can talk about in 10 minutes. So I just sort of put a couple of things together. Now, if you look at the title, I'm only able to type so much. And so, hey, I try to get in as much as I am allowed. YouTube does not allow a lot of leeway with that. All right. Okay. So hit that like button, share this stream out. We may be able to hit 14,000. Those of you who are just joining, we are 7 away. Yeah, that's right. Lord Jammer, I love your positive energy. Get the likes up, everyone, and subscribe. We're 7 away from 14,000. Come on, baby. Yes. Mayor, this is something new for you. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm always glad when I can share something that you've never heard of, so you can be like, what is going on? All right, I'll go ahead and do the roll call. And again, if you will, folks, we are 7 away from 14,000. I'm already projecting, right? Okay. So let's go ahead and start this. How you doing, Tube Steak? Lord Jammer, my protector is here. How are you? CJ Parks again. Sending prayers up for you, love. We missed you, but again, we know, unfortunately, life doesn't ask. It just sort of happens, unfortunately. All right, Mayor, how are you? And Tijuana Border Jumper said, arrest her. All right. Isaiah, how you doing, love? Yes, the main ingredient. I like that. Tina, how you doing, dear? My girls is here. How are you? Smash the like button on the way in. Thank you so much. 7 more good souls. Yep. You know it. Laurie, how you doing? Meow. I sent you your kitty cats down below. Calmy, how are you? Prosperity is here. How you doing, dear? So I think Mayor, yes. There are so many people scamming. Oh, that's why, and I know things happen to people, but when people start a GoFundMe, no. So we'll talk about that. And then I have a presentation for you on the Democrats. They are trying to prepare for the 2026 midterms and beyond. So I have their strategy laid out. I put it in the form of a presentation. I'll share that with you. All right. Yeah, great to see everyone. I'm glad everyone's here. And for those who are not, again, let's send some prayers up for some of our family members here on the Rollins Reviews YouTube channel. Again, everyone's going through something differently. And, you know, I may not be going through what you're going through, but everyone's going through something. We do know that. All right, so let's go ahead. I'll go ahead and get started. 7 away from 14. So this first story, if you are familiar with, how you doing, Vicky? Hit the like button, please, dear. If you're familiar with this story, please type a 1 in the comment section. Most people said they were not. Yes, Mayor. Thank you, Prosperity. Yes, we're sending hearts, prayers, all of that. Cammie is already familiar with it. Okay. And again, we get busy sometimes and things sort of get past us because, again, life is happening every day. It never stops. Tina said this is a new one. Some of you are saying it's new. Only one person has typed a 1. So this is on, you know, I'm on my girl Pink Book Lessons channel because, oh my God, her sarcasm is, oh my God, it's catching. I love it. Prosperity said, claim it today, 14,000. Thank you, Prosperity. I take all. I love all the positive vibes that I'm receiving now. Yes, we're 7 away, Prosperity. So if everyone could share the stream out, if everyone could hit that like button, we may make it while we are still on air. I'd love for it to happen while we're live so I can celebrate with you. That would be great. Yeah, she was a whole clown. Then she had her daughter involved in it too. OMG. Help. What the heck? So, you idiot. What? How you doing, Robert? I just, you know, if someone wants to commit a crime, family member, friend, you're on your own, okay? No. Mother, father, sister, brother, whatever. No, thank you. So I'm going to play this video. And again, Pink Book Lessons, OMG. Oh, boy, the way she talks, you could just imagine the scowl on her face. So this was an immigration kidnapping hoax, and they had Karen Bass, the DEI mayor. She was out here, see, we told you they're kidnapping. I mean, she went ballistic talking about them kidnapping people, and it was a whole hoax. A whole hoax. Oh, no. So let's listen to this, folks. Let's listen.
Staging a fake immigration kidnapping is now facing federal criminal charges. Good afternoon. This is the KTLA 5 News at 4. I'm John Finolio. She allegedly claimed she was being held in a facility near the border, but the Department of Homeland Security says they found her at a mall in Bakersfield. KTLA Sarah Welch joins us from South LA with the story. Sarah.
Hey, John, good afternoon. The Department of Homeland Security says Julie Calderon made this whole story up, that it was a hoax, that she blamed federal agents while stoking fear in the community.
Free Julie now!
Back on June 30th, family and friends of Julie Calderon claimed she was kidnapped in this Jack-in-the-Box parking lot off Alameda in South LA by federal agents or people working with them.
Ununiformed men in unmarked cars kidnapped Julie.
But the U.S. Attorney's Office says that was a lie. In its criminal complaint, they say these are photos of Calderon, a citizen of Mexico, on June 25th, parking her Toyota in the fast food parking lot, getting out and then walking across the street to get into another vehicle at this gas station and later driving away.
Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn.
I know we ain't got another Carly Smollett Jr. Maria got out of her car, waddled over there and jumped into another car, then had her family and friends standing on the street corner talking about free her. I just can't. At this point, I've seen it all. They need to take her behind back to Mexico. Up here lying about being captured by ICE while she was out shopping.
Days went by and the family set up a GoFundMe to help find her. And they also filed a missing persons case.
You see this scam, folks? And had her daughter in on it. My mom is the head of our household and an amazing mother and very dedicated. She is also a great community member leader. My mom takes care of my brother, Elliot, 13 years old, who suffers from chronic asthma. My sister, Jenny, 16 years old, and my half-sisters, Mariela and Blanca, who are adults with disabilities, and myself. Now you know they're really trying to get the empathy bug right going. There, look at this sad story. Who wouldn't send money in? Tijuana said Mexico don't want her. Oh my God, Tijuana. Oh my God. Yeah, and Karen Bass acted like a you know what. She was, livid. We told you that they're out here kidnapping people. I mean, she was just out here. OMG. Oh, listen to this. Jesse Smollett, started the whole kidnapping tree. Yes, throw him in jail. Here we go.
Case with LAPD.
And then they ran it up on GoFundMe, crying in the media about how ICE took their mom when she was in the country illegally in the first place. Yeah, she's got to pay for this. They need to lock her up 10 years and then send her back home. This lady faked her own detainment. Then her family tried to scam and get paid off of it. Look at this part they wrote on GoFundMe. Just a sad sob story, begging for money, and you see how they're trying to make it seem like there's something wrong with the whole family. The one who wrote this was like the son is 13, the scammer was raising him alone, then there was a daughter with chronic asthma, and 2 adult children with disabilities. Like, I just can't. They really know just what to say to manipulate people's emotions and move them to part ways with their money on GoFundMe.
She was taken straight from here to the border and pressured to sign self-deportation paperwork.
Calderon claims she used another person's cell phone to say she was taken to a warehouse at an unknown location. But federal investigators say that was also a lie. And when we asked LAPD, all they would tell us is that they had closed the missing persons investigation. Federal investigators say Calderon was never in federal custody. And on July 4th, they located her with this woman at a parking lot in Bakersfield.
Look at her, good and full. Had about 5 burritos while acting like ICE picked her up and started her out or something.
Investigators say she stuck to her story. She'd been kidnapped. And these are photos investigators say Calderon created to make it appear as if she was in custody and being mistreated. But the U.S. Attorney's Office says...
So did you hear what they just said? So then she tries to look as bad as possible to make it appear as if she's being mistreated by ICE agents. Kami, I wonder where she was in that picture where she was supposedly being kept after being kidnapped. A bunch of inbreds and genetic deficiencies and disease. Tijuana. Now she's in federal custody. OMG. You can't make this up. The truth is most assuredly stranger than fiction. Hit that like button for me, folks. Please share this stream out on your various social media pages so we're 7 away from 14,000 people. 7. Here we go.
He orchestrated the phony kidnapping to generate public sympathy and solicit donations.
Just look at how far she went to come up with all these lies. She got her hair all over the place, clothes dirty, looking like she's at a facility somewhere. The level of deceit and lack of integrity here is absolutely disgusting.
Now, the U.S. Attorney's Office released this statement saying dangerous rhetoric that ICE agents are kidnapping illegal immigrants is being recklessly peddled by politicians and echoed in the media to inflame the public and discredit our courageous federal agents. He went on to say, in terms of this case, all those involved will face the full consequences of their conduct under federal law. Now, Calderon has lived in LA for more than 20 years. She's charged with conspiracy and making false statements to federal agents. So far, no one else has been charged in this case, but the U.S. Attorney's Office says this case is ongoing. We did reach out to Calderon's family and the family attorney, but we haven't heard back yet. Sam, we'll send it back to you.
They need to lock this armadillo up and everybody who helped her, because she did not do this alone. She was caught shopping with a friend while her family was out on the street doing press conferences. Like, really? Lock her up and anybody else who helped, especially the daughter or whoever made that GoFundMe. If they knew she wasn't really missing and they went around scamming on GoFundMe, they got to get locked up too.
An undocumented woman is facing federal charges after allegedly faking her own kidnapping, accusing ICE agents to then apparently solicit donations through GoFundMe.
Fox 11's Gina Silva live in Highland Park with more on what we know about 41-year-old here. Gina.
Alex, Christine, it is quite a story. According to federal agents, the woman was in Bakersfield. She was staying there. She was safe, unharmed. Meanwhile, her family was out here in Los Angeles claiming that she had been kidnapped by masked men and taken to the border. Investigators say none of it was true.
Ask for our authorities to not close our eyes to our families. This is
her family. Now, this was a whole scam to defraud people and separate people from their money. OMG. Can you believe this?
Not the only family going through this.
On June 30th, the family of Yuriana Julia Pelaez Calderon held a press conference claiming she had been kidnapped, possibly by federal agents. They pointed to her vehicle, saying it was abandoned in the parking lot of a Jack in the Box in South Los Angeles, and evidence of her disappearance.
There's plenty of families going through this nightmare right now where we don't know where our relatives, where our loved ones are at this moment.
It turns out, according to Homeland Security, Calderon wasn't missing at all. Investigators say surveillance video clearly shows Calderon calmly exiting her vehicle at the Jack in the Box and willingly getting into another vehicle before leaving the area. Federal agents found her shopping at a market in Bakersfield. The 41-year-old undocumented woman who lived in South Los Angeles is now facing federal charges, including conspiracy and making false statements to federal officers.
Several individuals could be facing charges in this case. It is, of course, the person who is making these false statements that could lead to criminal charges, but also any family members who were also putting forward this narrative.
Legal analyst Mary David points out that because the family created a GoFundMe account to raise money while claiming Calderon had been kidnapped, that could open the door to potential fraud charges.
And I'll pause that so you can see that. Summary of probable cause is set forth in more detail below. I submit that there's probable cause to conclude that Calderon and others planned a hoax kidnapping, claiming that Calderon had been kidnapped at the hands of federal agents or those working for federal agents. Because you know they've been saying that idiot Karen Bass and all these other leftist libtards have been saying they're kidnapping our people. So of course this hoax, hey, it played right into their hand. Deport, and deport some more. Yes, Agent Orange. Tina, I wish they could. I'm so over Karen Bass and all these leftist mayors. I'm done. Yes, Lord Jammer, she was looking like that to make it appear as if she was being mistreated at the hands of ICE agents. So, of course, she was looking as bad as she could. Deport that stuff to Mali. Tijuana. Woo, here we go.
No, if they find out her family was in on it too, I need to see the RICO. They love pulling out RICO for black men, but nobody else. Nah, Maria got to get this RICO. What's up?
In addition, the attorney could also be in trouble. According to the federal complaint, he claimed Calderon was taken to a San Isidro detention center, and when she refused to sign deportation paperwork, Calderon was punished and transferred to a warehouse at an undisclosed location.
If the attorney knew that the statements were false, they can face charges as well.
Yeah, if the attorney knew, lock the attorney up too and bar them. No integrity whatsoever.
But even if they don't face criminal charges, there certainly could also be civil penalties if they didn't do their due diligence, if they violated any code of ethics.
If convicted, Calderon faces up to 10 years in federal prison. She is currently in immigration custody. Now, according to the complaint, one of her daughters was well aware that the kidnapping was allegedly a hoax. She could also face criminal charges.
So what do you think? So now they're just saying one of her daughters, but do you think that her brothers and sisters were in on it too? That's just difficult for me to believe. One knew and did not tell the others. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Tijuana said hippo, more like a walrus. Oh my God. If you're just checking in today, please like and subscribe. Thank you, Agent. Yes, hit the like button, folks, and share this stream out. How you doing, Ruby? Ruby said she is self-deporting to the corner because she does. I know Ruby's afraid of saying something wrong. I know she's going to say something. God, I know her too well. Deport the stuffed tamale before it unloads in the bathroom. Lord Jammer. Oh my God. This chat is going to be off the chain again. Woo. Okay. Cammie said the whole family was in on it. Cammie, exactly. It's very difficult for me to believe one of her daughters knew, her other daughters and her sons did not know. I don't believe that. I don't. Right, Maga? Here we go. And I'm so glad Karen Bass looks like an idiot because she still hasn't come out. She didn't even vet she didn't do a check to see if it was true, if it had any validity. She just went ballistic. We told you they're kidnapping our people. And now she looks like an idiot. Oh, here we go.
And I bet that's the same daughter that went on GoFundMe begging for money with that sob story. I say give her 10 years too.
Those of you just coming in, yeah. Look at this sad story. Who wouldn't donate to this? And I'm not even a person who donates to GoFundMes. Look at this. Talking about her brother who suffers from chronic asthma, her sisters, adults with disabilities. I want to know how much money they were able to scam from people. Oh my God.
Right with her mama. And when they get out, deport both of them to Mexico. They can stay over there forever since they want to scam people. Do not let the daughter off. They both need to be held accountable. Every single person involved.
This is a fake. This is a scam. This is to earn your sympathy, to put money in this woman's pocket. Yuriana Pelez has been raising money with the hopes that you would feel bad for her about the lies that she said she was illegally kidnapped and detained by ICE. She came up with this plan, opened up a GoFundMe to raise thousands upon thousands of dollars, making up the false statements that she is illegally detained and she's kidnapped in a warehouse somewhere, like ICE is running around and just kidnapping illegal immigrants, not going through the process of what they're supposed to be doing. They're just picking them up, kidnapping them, putting them in warehouses, and throwing away out to the wind. So my message to all of you, which I want you to know, as we are going through this horrific, tough time with this immigration process, that yes, not everything is going to roll the way that we want it to roll, but there are scam artists like this out there that are working on your sympathy to get your money, lies, and bullshit.
Super disgusting. This woman used people's anger and their protest against ICE raids to gain attention and money for herself. Then she had her family members in on it too. That's why they all need to get locked up. I don't get how they know how to use RICO and everybody else. Where's RICO for them? Let's go ahead and get the conversation.
Oh my God, I need to read some of these comments. Hit that like button, folks. We're 7 away from 14,000. Karen Bass was out there trying to get the tears flowing, and it was, yes, Kami. Yes, she was out there trying to get people crying, sympathetic, empathetic to a scammer. Lord Jammer, Karen needs to go see the wizard. Someone kidnapped her brain. Ouch. I don't donate to GoFundMe's. No, Tina, I do not. No, I do not. Lanita, oh my God. Okay, Lanita. Lanita is starting this. So let me see. Let me read Lanita's statement. So you know it's not me, it's Lanita. Lanita said, talk about a big back, big back, big back, big back. Might just get a Big Mac. Lanita started it. And Tijuana said, I bet that's her normal look. Ruby said, go scam me. Yes. Maga, if there was an American, if it wasn't an American in our family that helped out, you better believe we'd all be in prison right now. Say it again for the people in the back, please. Thank you, Maga. You knew I was going to get to that point. You knew it was coming. Yeah, we'd all be there. No questions asked. Lord Jammer, get the likes up. Thank you, love. Cami, it's time to get rid of all these money-raising apps because they're being used to scam and scheme. Yes, Cami, yes. How Tina, ICE officers would not kidnap. They are arresting. Yeah, and again, Tina, it's the wordage, the word salad that they're deciding to use to garner sympathy as well as empathy. All right, now I'm going to share with you. Hit that like button, folks. We are oh so close. I told you sometimes when I have time, I put together a presentation. All right. Obviously, because this is what I do. Paper check the whole family. Yes. Aloha, Rolly. I only send love to all. How you doing, Joey? Hit the like button. Share this out. Anyone who has Truth Social, please, please, please share this on Truth Social. Let me see how close. If we went up one or two more, let me see. See, are we still 7 away? We're still 7 away from 14,000. All right. Okay. So, Black Pat poll tells Democrats they must invest in YouTube and Facebook to reach Black voters. Now, if you remember, I've said that they realized this last election, not so many people. I mean, you still have millions of people that listen to the lamestream media, but a lot of people are listening to content creators on YouTube, Facebook, other forms of social media. Tube Steak, Mexican word of the day, herbivore. She says, I got her pregnant, but I've never seen herbivore. Tube Steak. I like that. Herbivore. That's a term that's used in one of the classes I teach. Love it. High rolling ice was seen in Wickaset, Maine, and in Bangor, Maine. So they're up here in Maine too. Wow. If the mom is illegal, they are illegal. They're all illegal anchor babies. Get them out of here. All right, Tijuana, you're right. So they want Black influencers to speak highly of the Democrats. Oh, heck no. We're not going to do that. But you know what they noticed. I have some statistics. I'm going to show you this presentation. I'm going to show you a video with Roly Poly because he has all the numbers and the statistics that you need to be aware of. Because remember, what did we say? The people, the Democratic shields who lost their jobs, where are they coming? They're coming to our space. I bet they're scamming the medical system too with all those fake diseases. Tijuana, of course, we have to pay. How you doing, Pena? Pena, hit that like button, love. If you have social media, share this page out. Thank you so much. So yeah, the Black Pack poll told the Democrats what they need to do. So they're preparing for the 2026 midterms. They're also preparing for the next presidential election. Yes. Thank you, Ruby. Looks like she's in the garage about to wash on laundry day, Lanita. So let's go through this little presentation I put together for you. Then I'm going to play the video, and then we can get out here and enjoy the rest of our Friday night. So we know, and we talked about this. Millions of Black people stayed home, and then we had millions to vote for Trump. When Black people do not vote for Democrats, whether they decide to stay home or vote for someone else, the Democrats lose. Thank God. All right, so here we go. Social media, and we've talked about that. Content creators, probably not my channel, but the big time content creators. People are listening to them. I can smell her greasy hair through the screen. Tijuana's being bad today. I love it. Social media obviously has transformed how we consume and interact with political information. Key platforms now shape political discourse and public opinion. We know that. We're here on YouTube. I also live stream to Facebook, and I have a TikTok account, but I just don't have time. To do what I need to do. I could probably grow the channel a lot quicker if I had time. But those influencers, that's all they do all day long. That's how they can pay their bills. I have to pay my bills with my teaching job. So we know how that goes. But yeah, we know YouTube and Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I still call it Twitter, and TikTok. Understanding the digital political ecosystem is crucial in 2025. And so now they're telling the Democrats what they need to do. So let me go next. Top political information platforms, the ones that you see the icons there. Facebook still remains a major political information source. Twitter or X leads in real-time political updates. Instagram and TikTok attract younger political audiences. LinkedIn offers professional political perspectives. And YouTube is critical for political content, especially for younger demographics. Where are we? Swollen, rolling, working hard for his DNC check this year. You know it, but we're trying to, I'm not big like the big timers, but honey, I'm still going to continue to preach my message. Discord and Reddit skew a little more liberal. Facebook and email platforms tend to be more conservative. And of course, Truth Social, that's their icon. X has experienced a shift towards more conservative users, obviously, since it was purchased by Elon Musk. Niche platforms like Truth Social cater to specific political ideologies. Okay, of course, conservative. Political engagement strategies. Conservatives leverage social media to bypass mainstream media like you're doing here. And many of you, you're on my channel, and there are a lot of other channels. I think Maga was saying, I think when a righteous conservative dropped in, and I think you said, "Oh yeah, you're there too." And then, so you follow my channel and so many others that are saying the same thing. How you doing, Alley Cat? Meow. So real-time engagement is key on platforms like X. Rapid response and direct tagging of journalists are common tactics. Platforms provide alternative information channels. Thank God. Platform trust and polarization. We know about that too. Hit the like button, folks. Most Americans view social media as untrustworthy for news. Now, depends on how you doing, like a lion. It depends on the platform. Significant political divide in platform preferences. Truth Social and X are the most politically polarized. Republicans and Democrats trust different platforms. There's truth in that. Youth and political information, younger demographics, and of course, their attention spans are a little shorter. They like the short, quick. That's why YouTube is pushing shorts, trying to compete with TikTok, right? Because they have an attention span of 20 seconds, if that long. Younger demographics prefer visual platforms. TikTok, YouTube are primary information sources. Short form content drives political engagement. Traditional news sources losing ground to social media. We know the old lamestream media, the fake news, they are dying. Lion, how are you doing? Did South Park really show a picture of the president? I have to look that up. Things like a lion. I was preparing for this live and I didn't see that, but I'll Google it. Rolling Rotisserie Boy Martin, another minstrel show brought to you by the Democrat Plantation. No lies were detected in that statement. Yes, Facebook was so political. I was in Facebook jail over 300 times. I lost count. MAGA, yes, but since Trump is back in office, he what's his name? Mark Funderburk. He saw the writing on the wall, and so now he's come around. So we see a lot of people decided to do an about face. Okay. So now Facebook, because I mean, you could say little or nothing, and they would be like, oh, and Instagram, oh, this content violates, I forgot what it said. I'm like, what the heck are they talking about? All right, here we go. Misinformation challenges. We talked about that. So when we were talking, remember Joyless Reed and all these other black shields, these black puppets of the Democratic Party were all saying, oh no, they weren't believing the polls that black Americans were going to vote for Trump and many were going to vote for the couch. So they kept saying, and remember Joyless, oh, those are Russian bots. And they were saying, and they were basically saying black people were stupid because they're like, oh, they're being misled, misinformation and disinformation. They need to find out the truth. No, Prosperity, she has not messaged me back. No. I told you, I reach out to so many people trying to have them come to the channel, but there's nothing I can do when I don't hear. She never responded to my message. Nothing will ever make stupid crats happy as long as any policy comes from this administration. They'll fight. That's right. Please advise someday. Thank you, Roland. Oh, okay. Thinks like a lion. Ruby Blue Sky is done. Yeah. So, but rapid spread of unverified content. A logarithmic echo chambers reinforce existing beliefs. Critical thinking is essential for digital political consumers. That's what we try to get our students to do every day, to think critically. We know what happened in this last election. Platform diversity and political discourse. Multiple platforms offer diverse political perspectives. Users can curate their political information and sources. Cross-platform engagement is increasingly common, right? Understanding platform dynamics, of course, that's very crucial. Future of political communication, we know more and more social media. Hit that like button, folks. Share this stream out on your various forms of social media. We are 7 away from 14,000. And we're still 7 away. I just checked. So, but we're close. Not closer. We're just 7 away. We'll make it in the next day or so. A mayor, they could pave the streets in gold and there would be an issue with that. Exactly. Social media continues to evolve politically, increase personalization of political content, growing importance of digital literacy. Platforms will likely implement more content moderation. So we'll see how that goes. All right. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that presentation that I put together. That's what I was working on today because I don't work on Fridays in the summertime. Lynn, have 2 people. Who are you talking about, Alley Cat? Miss Rowland, did you see that? I saw he was upset. I was preparing for this live, so I have to watch some of this stuff you guys are asking me about a little bit later. Let me see, here we are. Any questions? If not, I'm going to get this video going for you. So I want you to see these stats. Waiting for the view to be gone. Yes. Oh, hit that like button. Share this stream out, folks. All right. I can take this presentation down. R.I.P. Grumpy Cat. Okay. Now, let me share. So I want you to see these statistics. They are really, really trying to get the black vote back. We can't let that happen. We cannot. Thanks to social media, more people are waking up. I love it. So now this is Roly Poly Martin. I know it's hard for you to stomach, but he has some very important statistics that I need you to see. They're trying to tell the Democrats what they need to do to garner the black vote. So this is strategic, right? Have a lovely night. I'm working a graveyard shift and a day shift tomorrow. Okay, Tijuana, thank you for dropping in, love. I'll send you some hearts here. I know Tijuana. Tijuana said, I'm getting out of here. There you go, Tijuana. Until tomorrow at 6 o'clock. I hope the view is never canceled. I love a good clown show. Ruby. That's all it is. So here we go. Look, listen to this, folks. Now, I know it's hard to listen to Roly, but I want you to see these stats.
We're talking about information because you got to know where they're getting it from. According to your poll, social media sites for information.
Okay. A few times throughout this video, I have to pause it. Oh, okay, Tijuana. Thank you, love. The view is what we want to be. Yes, Lord Jammer, for sure. Look at these stats. Can you see that? YouTube continues to be the dominant social media platform. Social media, so they have all these numbers together. So they're going to make a concerted effort to try and regain the black voters that they lost. Cringe alert. Yes, Tijuana. Right, Mayor? Look at this. YouTube, 86%. Facebook, 69%. Instagram, 60%. TikTok, 46%. Reddit, 25%. Twitter, 22%. Twitch, 10%. Blue Sky, 4%. And Substack, 4%. So remember those numbers. And then I have to pause it again. I want you to see this. Thank you so much, Tier1. Here we go.
YouTube is number one, 86%. Facebook, 69%. Instagram is 60%. TikTok is 46%. X, Twitter is 22%. And then you go Twitch, Blue Sky, Substack. So for everybody out there who keeps going, oh, YouTube and especially Facebook, that's for all them old people.
Yeah.
Those are the two largest where they're getting information from. That's critical.
So you see how they are specifically targeting black voters. They have all their numbers together. So get ready. They're going to be bombarding, and more of them will be coming to our space because they know a lot of black Americans are on YouTube, just like other Americans, and Facebook, right? Okay, why are certain black people so dense in the head? Brainwashed and indoctrinated, my girls, unfortunately. Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, I know, Allie.
And then let's see, here was another one. Blue Sky users are slightly warmer to Democrats, while Twitch users are cooler. Why is that important? Because Twitch also, a lot of young folks, a lot of gamers. That's kind of important. And then it says YouTube is the...
Can you see that? I paused it. I want you to see these stats. They have the numbers together. So I told they are working on this as we speak. YouTube is the most used app across all groups. Progressives must take the battle to the GOP, particularly in this space. Look at these. Look at this here. And then I love how this is broken down by generation. Gen Z, millennials, Gen X. So that's where most of us are. And we have some boomers. And they even have it broken down by gender. Look at this. You think they're not trying to win during the midterms and the next presidential? They're working on it now. They will be spreading liberal propaganda on these platforms. Bingo, Lord Jammer. I'm preparing you for what's to come. They are trying to get these black Americans who escaped from their plantation back onto their plantation. We cannot let that happen. Hit that like button, folks, if you will. Also, share this stream out. I guess they listened to AOC when she said, what are they watching after Trump won in a landslide? Yes. CJ, just keep Obama speaking to the black men and women. The more he speaks, the more they leave the Democrat. CJ, yes. Every time he opens his mouth, black American men and women are talking trash. They are sick of him. The more he speaks, the more angry they become. Obama telling the black families that their kids need to be around gay men. Yeah. Every time he says something, more and more black Americans are turning against him. I saw another content creator calling Mandami from New York, ma'am dummy. Yeah. Can everyone see these stats? Gen Z, YouTube, 96%. I'm coming over here where most of us are. We're Gen X mostly. 89%. Boomers, 75%. Men, 89%. Women, 84%. Oh, wow. Look at this percentage. Didn't vote in 2024. 85%. Wow. So YouTube and Facebook are the highest. Yeah. And then Generation X for Instagram, 63%. And yeah, so you see these stats, folks. So you're going to be seeing a lot of liberal propaganda. Obama also saying the dads can't be everything. Yes. Oh, Mayor. Lord Jammer, he does need to shut up. Okay, I'll start the video again.
Most used app across all groups. Progressives must take the battle to the GOP, particularly in this space. Now, why is that important for everybody who's watching? Because somebody sent me this a little earlier today. When you talk about growth among, y'all just give me a second because I got 3 devices working at one time. So I want y'all to understand Maxwell. Let me pull this person up. Somebody sent me this tweet earlier of this individual, and it showed the most growth on YouTube in the past 3 months. Now, the first 3 months of this year, we were in the top 20. But that's cooled off some. Now, I don't necessarily believe all of these people are real because this person was getting a ton of money from the Russians. And so, but this says fastest growing political and political adjacent YouTube channels.
I'll pause that so you can look over that for a moment. Yeah, Benny Johnson, he has what, probably over 3 or 4 million subscribers, and of course he's all over other forms of social media. Fox News, which a lot of us watch. Look at MSNBC, fastest growing political and political adjacent YouTube channels. So yeah, YouTube has just, I mean, they're here, right? We have to continue to support the conservative channels, like, share, and subscribe. That's right, my girls. Prosperity, I forgot what her name. We'll go back to it. She's, I don't know if she's from Black Pack. His head is bigger than Adam Schiff's. All the conservative YouTubers need to come together like the Avengers and do it. Kami, I told you, I have reached out to so many people, and no one responds. I email people. I send people messages on social media pages, on their social media pages, and people just don't respond. So, oh well, here we go.
Net new subscribers. And so you see right here, okay, right-winger Benny Johnson, 1, Fox News, 2, Charlie Kirk, 5, Joe Rogan, 6, Tim Pool, another person who's getting money from Russia, is 8, Turning Point USA, 9.
If that's not the pot calling the kettle black, talking about someone receiving money from Russia. You receive money from the Curry Queens, so you shouldn't be talking about anyone receiving anything, sir.
9, Tucker Carlson, 10, Sean Ryan, 12, and then Asmongold. So if you look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of those top folks, all right wing. And so the reality is their numbers are blowing up on YouTube because they made a very concerted effort. They also cross-pollinate in terms of sharing information. And when you talk about investment from groups in terms of advertising or whatever, they are feeding those channels, which allows for them to market, improve their product. And the reality is progressives aren't doing that at all. If I pulled up right now the YouTube chart that showed you, the top 100 YouTube shows, what people are going to see is they're going to see a lot of right wingers in the top 20, in the top 100, because that's who's driving it. And so folks just need to understand what's going on here in terms of the ideological battle that's happening on YouTube right now.
That's right. And you can see across the board, it's the top, app that people are using. It is a place where, there is a battle happening, and we are losing. And
so again, they know they're losing. They are coming full steam ahead. Okay. He was looking at butt cheeks on the slide, but got caught. Tijuana, that episode was hilarious. Oh, we had a lot of fun that day. Yes, I did, Maga. I sent her an email. She responded. But I asked her if she wanted to collaborate, and we exchanged phone numbers. I called her and couldn't get her. I texted her, but I haven't heard. So I have reached out. You would not believe the number of conservative YouTubers I have reached out to. So, what do you do? I've reached out, and I guess people are busy. Here we go.
And we know that our people, it isn't just that our people are also watching those shows. I mean, we did, our focus groups earlier in the year, we asked people what shows they watch, what were they watching on social media, who were they following on Instagram and TikTok.
So they're doing a lot of questioning. They're doing these focus groups. Still not going to work because they don't have viable candidates. Their candidates are trash. So they can do all they want. It's still not going to work.
And, on YouTube, they're watching Joe Rogan, right? And it isn't that they're still voting for Democrats, so they're still turning out, but they're getting that information, right? So it's shaping people's understanding. And again, when we talk about misinformation and disinformation and propaganda, when it shows up in that way, like we ask people, do you go to these places to get political information? And folks said no. But the issue here is that the ads are coming up while they're watching these shows.
And in fact, they do it to us. In fact, people don't understand, the right wingers are buying ad space on YouTube to show up on this show.
Yes.
And this is, and for all you Simple Simons out there who are,
he calls now he's really talking about the big time YouTubers, Philip Scott, Vicky Diller, the big time. He calls them Simple Simon MFs. You know what MF stands for. So yeah, if you don't believe in the liberal ideology, yeah, he has nothing but horrible things to say about you. Here we go. Yes, Ruby, here we go.
Bitching and moaning when the Kamala Harris campaign did $350,000 in advertising with us, when it should have been actually 3 times that much for all y'all who are tripping. Folks were like,
did you hear what he just said, talking about what they paid him and advertising should have been 3 times that much? Get out of here.
Oh yeah, you taking $350,000 from them. Oh, well, guess what? That same Benny Johnson I showed, he was getting hundreds of thousands through a.
That has nothing to do with you, Roland Martin. Stop counting another man's money in his pocket. Worry about you. Worry about the money that you receive. He won't stay in his lane. Your mama is right, my girl. My girls is bad. I love it. Mary, he is pathetic. Lord Jammer, it's a shame you're not getting responses back, Roland. Conservative or common sense YouTube should be doing collabs and being together. Lord Jammer, I can show you. I can pull up. I have receipts. I can show you all the emails I've sent. I've reached out to people on Facebook, Instagram. What else can I do? Trying to get my word out there, and then some of these people have 300,000, 400,000, 500,000 subscribers. But hey, what else can I do? Unless someone knows something I don't know what else to do, because I've reached out to several. I email in a heartbeat, and I've only heard, like I said, at least Linda Chat with Linda B. She did respond. And Brian Maxwell, the guy I shared his channel with you last night, he did respond to my email, but I can't get in contact with him now. So here we go.
Russian front company every month. Tim Pool was doing the exact same thing. The Republicans dump advertising money into all of these shows. So people don't even understand the game, Adrian. Folks need to understand this right here is a YouTube weekly top podcast for July 7th through the 13th. Remember that guy who cracked all of those racist jokes at the Trump Madison Square Garden rally, and he got reamed? That's Kill Tony. He is #1 for this week on YouTube. Joe Rogan is 2. Progressive Midas Touch is 3. Then you see 48 Hours. You see all of a sudden you see Sean Ryan, Tucker Carlson. You see progressive Brian Tyler Cohen. Then all of a sudden, right winger PDB right here, a right winger Theo Vaughn. Right winger Megyn Kelly, right winger Tim Cass, the Devori Darkins. Then you see, you can go on and on and on. And now for African Americans, I need people to pay attention. Highest ranking, well, first, I don't know who this Devori Darkins is, but Gilbert Arenas, he's 21, sports. Club Shay Shay is 24. Then you keep going. Let's see here. I just like people need to understand. Carmelo Anthony, number 34. Tim Pool is a right winger. He has 2. He's at 36. The Pivot podcast, number 40. Sports guys, 85 South Comedy Show. The Comedic Brothers out of Atlanta, right there. 5 Club 520 podcast, 520 in the morning, African American as well. All right, so you keep going. Joe Button, 59. And I'm not criticizing them. I'm just showing people the numbers. These are the numbers. Then all of a sudden you keep going. Right winger Ben Shapiro. Now, that's us at 78. We are the only black.
Yeah, you know, hey, you knew he was going to get back to the blackety black. Let me get rid of this commercial. Devori has great content. Yeah, Tijuana, I'm subscribed to his channel as well. I've sent him an email too, but hey, I haven't heard. If any of you know something I know that I don't know what else to do but reach out to people. And then, you know, they don't respond to emails or messages that I send them on social media. So there is nothing else that I can do, but I have tried. Here we go.
Show, the only black non-entertainment sports show in YouTube's top 100. So your point, where are black people getting their information from? Is from other people, because on March 4th, when we did our special, the State of Our Union, we showed our power. 250,000 people watched us live. If I look right now, it's 3,400. So where are the other 247,000 that are watching March 4th? So when we say, hey, we don't have the information, we're watching sports and entertainment.
That's right. And this is the whole game, right? This is the whole game. We wonder why millions and millions of black folks stayed home. Is because they were getting information that suggested from all these different podcasts and the ads that were coming across all their social media feeds that they should stay home.
Well, see, this is why they can't win, and they will not win. They still will not accept. Black Americans didn't like Democratic policies either, right? So that is the root of their problem. Roland, the plantation PR guy, right, Agent? Black Americans did not like Democratic policies. See, they have every excuse except the truth. Yes, he's a disgrace to black people. Yes, Mayor. Right, Allie. Thank you, dear. Yeah, they're stuck on identity. Right, Lord Jam, a roly-poly, a rotisserie board. Right. Get it right. Half of blacks were voting under the red banner. That's right, Allie. That's what I'm saying. They won't admit the real reason that millions of black Americans stayed home and voted the couch, and millions of black Americans voted for Trump. They are still in denial, and I don't mean in Africa. Ruby, sadly, many of these YouTubers are not going to collaborate if there is no payday for them. Ruby, that's true, but I would think that people would respond and at least see, but they don't. So here we go.
And what there wasn't was a robust counter narrative coming through shows that care about our people, right? That care about our future, that want to make sure.
Okay, I think I'm going to throw up my lunch. They care about black people's future. Give me a break. I haven't seen this much bull since they canceled Rawhide. Give me a break, lady.
sure that our community is informed. Those shows, yours of course, right, stands out. But why don't we have an ecosystem that is informing people, and not just the Black community, right? Other communities as well. Why don't we have a similar ecosystem? Why is it not being invested in? Why do people take it for granted? Why do people think they can wait to the last minute and just put ads up on traditional television where no one is watching? Certainly not the voters that we need to turn. Certainly not the folks that we need to be informed so that they can be engaged. It is a total mismatch. It is malpractice in terms of people who say that our democracy is so important that we need to do everything that we can, and yet we are willing to give away the information ecosystem.
And the last one here, since y'all drop your poll, how many media outlets have booked y'all to discuss it?
That'd be you. And I think that this is the same question you asked me with the last poll, and I had to say that would be you.
And folks, this ain't about ego while I'm asking that question, because I'm trying to explain to y'all this the problem. Since Joy's show got canceled on MSNBC, how many NBC shows are booking agents to discuss the Black Pact poll?
We don't care how many they book. People are finding out the truth, and your goose is cooked.
Analysts for NBC.
Yes.
So I need people watching to understand that if you do not have Black-owned media, the reality is this Black Pact poll, folks would see it if it's on social, because the very shows are not booking. So radio shows should be talking about this and others, but the problem, and I said this when Tom Joyner retired, I said this, and that was part of the reason why I launched this show. I said, when we lose the Tom Joyner morning show, we're going to lose a major cog that drove Black news and information across the country. And I don't care. Y'all can talk all y'all want about the Breakfast Club and all the rest of these shows. But if you take the Breakfast Club, Ricky Smiley, D.L. Hughley, Erica Campbell, Steve Harvey, and put all the Black syndicated shows together, combined, they do not do as much Black news and information as the Tom Joyner morning show did. And so, to Adrian's point, if we do not have the Black media ecosystem that's driving our messaging out, so we got to.
Thank God it's breaking up all the lies and the liberal propaganda. I thank God. I like how Vicky Dillard busted down Roland Martin. Oh yeah, she attacked him. I saw that. That was hilarious. Looking at Roland, I guess the camera adds Tijuana's been bad all night. I love it. Mary, get fired. All those shows will make you terminally ill if you. Yes, Allie, I wouldn't be able to eat anything if I watched those shows. I'd be sick all day.
Support and invest in shows like this. And that's why we got 4 other shows, because I can't be every damn where, but it's a dearth of information that we are facing.
Right. Yes, absolutely.
Great job with the poll. We'll push this out on social. Adrian, thanks a lot.
I appreciate you.
Thanks a lot. You know, I can't make this point enough, Niambi, that and I need people to really understand. Go back to my iPad. When you look at this top 100, I'm gonna start with 100. Rubin Report.
See this.
All right, let me get rid of. Yeah, what did you say, Jammer? Oh, looks like Tom Joyner got sick of y'all too. Yes. Oh my God. Ricky Smiley, Pork Belly Roland, Cue Ball. Yeah, I was so disgusted with Steve Harvey when he was during Trump's first presidencies, when I lost all respect for him. Because if you remember during Trump's first presidency, he was trying to meet with like 50 Cent and some other Black influential entertainers to see what he could do to help Black America. And Steve Harvey I forgot where he went to meet with Trump. And when he came out and they were snapping pictures, he had a look on his face like the Cheshire Cat. And the next thing you know, he didn't do anything. He didn't say anything good about Trump, and he's been against him ever since. Blackety, blackety, black. Yes. I'm sick of it. Tijuana Border Jumper, thank you for your super chat. Looking forward to more laughs tomorrow. Yes, Tijuana, I'm sending you some hearts. Thank you so much for your support, dear. Steve, hit that like button, love. And if you have social media, please share the stream out, dear. I appreciate it. Yes. He, she, it is a mess. Yes, Tijuana. All right. Yeah, Lord Jammer, he sure did. He sure did. Here we go.
Right winger, Nancy Grace, right winger. Young Turks, progressive, but they all over the place these days. Will Kane Country, Fox News, right winger. I mean, you start going up this list, and it is.
My girls, I never looked at Steve Harvey's shows. I never looked at him on the Family Feud. When I want to see Family Feud, I still look at Richard Dawson. I'm stuck in my way. I don't anything that's a remake. I'm not looking at it. But yeah, when he did that, I lost all respect for him. So anything I see him in, I turn it.
It is a ton of right-wing people, and again, it's not being arrogant or cocky, but we are the only in the top 100, and we were off and on for the past couple of weeks. We were on 1 week, off 1 week, but us at 78, there's no outside of sports entertainment. There's nobody else black.
Mm-hmm. And I think you highlighted something that's
there he goes again. There's no one else that's black. Blackety, 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 black. Oh my God. Can he? You see what his focus is, right? You see where his focus is. I just can't with him. Oh. Yes, Mayor. When I want to see Family Feud, I look at Richard Dawson. I don't look at Steve Harvey. No, not going to do it. Not sure how the minstrel Steve, Ricky DL, and the rest are still relevant. Right. Who listens to radio? Ruby, no one. Everyone's like me in their truck. They're listening to their Apple playlist or whatever.
Important, Roland, is the dearth of Black media. I mean, with the exception of a few stations, we can think about folks like Harold Fisher and WHUR, but clearly there aren't many. And when we think about how local media has just been hollowed out, there are even fewer outlets. And one thing I will say about conservatives, they have long understood the media environment and have made themselves or availed themselves of everything, whether we're talking about radio with Rush Limbaugh in his day, and even the televangelists, right? They had networks. They had that whole messaging from records to video. I mean, like, they understood that they might not win on the numbers, but if they can get people's ears and they can get their eyeballs and they can get in.
Alley Cat. Yes, in the old days, celebs didn't push what political party they were. And Allie, I want us to go back to those days. You're not going to tell me who to vote for. I don't care if you're, an athlete, a celebrity. No, you're not going to. Rolling rotisserie board, time to get your Lord Jammer. Oh my God, Lord Jammer's been cracking me up tonight. Oh my God.
Their mind. Then they can do some things, and they've moved the needle politically. I mean, the Dobbs decision didn't just come out of thin air. That was 60 years of campaigning that happened on conservatives. So they've been innovators for a very long time in the media space, and they were early adopters of social media and being online and being perpetually and chronically online, bringing people to these different platforms, from YouTube to the podcast. So, I mean, this is part of the reason why I think Republicans have been so successful through the years, because on the numbers, most people don't want what their politics are, but they have been able to draw enough people in with a convincing message. They know how to stay on message, and they are extraordinarily disciplined, and they sprinkle themselves throughout so many environments, from school boards to radio and TV and everywhere else in between. And I think the thing about conservatives is they leave no stone unturned, whereas Democrats will still leave things on the table. Conservatives don't take for granted that people are just going to be persuaded by policy, right? I mean, most people don't like their policies, but they like their messaging about their policies. And that's what gets them every time.
On the Congo, I remember discussing this story. This story here dropped January 4th, 2020. And it was in the New York Times. And it was right-wing views for Generation Z, 5 minutes at a time. Dennis Prager launching PragerU, a fake university. But Candace Owens came through there. The story showed, and I remember sending this to progressives saying, y'all better pay attention. And the story laid out how they raised their whole goal was to, they said they were trying to do, they did 1 billion views their first year, how they went out and targeted Hispanics and others, how they went out and raised $7 million from a couple of billionaires from Texas. And an article laid all of these things out, matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up another story. And what was interesting about this story when you were reading it was what their goal was, and again, how they were going to build it. And people were like, yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm telling y'all. And guess what we now see? We now see PragerU content for kids now in schools because Republicans control them in Oklahoma.
Yeah, PragerU, and we've watched some videos from PragerU here on my channel. Excellent content. Mayor, if Obama is at board, why didn't he move to Chicago? He doesn't want to catch those bullets. This woman acts like she knows everything when the fact of the matter is she doesn't. Exactly, Jammer. Steve, hola. Rick James. Oh, Tijuana. Tijuana said, I thought Rick James passed away. Yeah, this is his doppelganger, I guess. Yeah, Rick James is gone, Tijuana. Oh my God. Oh my God. She's a super freak. She's super freaking, yeah. Lynn, thanks for getting my dander up. I have a trial tomorrow and they are Alley Cat. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so that's enough of that. Let me see what else you're saying.
Texas, Florida, and others. And so they raised 22 million their first year, 25 million their second year. That's real. And I said to progressives, y'all are running around here trying to make movies and animated film. They saw YouTube as the power long ago.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's almost like following Miami's point. It's almost like YouTube is the new AM radio for them because they dominated back in the days with AM.
No. YouTube is ABC, NBC, CBS for them because YouTube is the largest video platform in the world. They are bigger than Netflix.
I didn't realize they're bigger than Netflix.
They're bigger than Netflix.
Wow. But going to your point on PragerU, I show PragerU videos in my intercultural communication class every semester to let our students understand what their propaganda is all about.
So the conservative talking points is propaganda. Okay, so you see where we're going with this. Why they're acting as if Obama's ads weren't everywhere when he ran both times, and why they're acting like the Democrats don't use media. Right. Obama used it to his advantage both times. Right now, of course, those of us on this show know Obama had 3 terms, but yeah, they ran circles around the conservatives because they used social media effectively when Obama ran both times. Love getting a good dose of ignorant liberal crap. Yeah, Alley Cat. Oh yeah, Lord Jammer, Sky News America. Oh my God, my girl. Yeah, let me listen to a couple more, maybe another minute or two. We get to laugh anyway.
Go to your point further with them, PragerU is now partnering with the Department of Education to produce videos on the founding of America for America at 250 years. So that's how deep this fake university, this fake organization is going. The Republicans do not play as it relates to propaganda. They do not miss.
He's calling PragerU a fake university.
an opportunity to get out there and control the message. Even if you go on YouTube right now, you got all of these people, guys like me, who speak on like diversity, equity, and inclusion and things like that. But if you type it into YouTube, like the first 25 videos are going to be something about from like Candace Owens and Ben Shapiro. It's going to be anti-DEI folks. That's how prolific they are with what they're doing. And the fact that we're spending so much time looking to be entertained on these platforms, it shows the dirt where the real problem is. And I'm hoping that this survey, that the study that the sister did with Cornell can get out more, so people can really start understanding that all of these networks out there, they're training their eyes on YouTube, the Instagram, the Facebook, and our young people are still going there. If we do not learn the lesson now, seeing what Joe Rogan and all of these other guys are doing, we can easily be in those spaces crushing it. If we could just be half as serious as you are with the Black Star Network, we can make some real changes. And PragerU is another example of their propaganda machine on full blast.
This is
should have
what
paid attention when you said we should have.
Oh.
This is what folks are not getting, Larry. Go to my iPad. Streaming services captured 44.
I'm going to pause that. I want you to see this statistic. Fake University, that is kicking your butt, Ruby. Yeah, they call PragerU fake. It's wiping the floor with them. Streaming services captured 44.8% of all television viewership, while traditional broadcast and cable networks combined for 44.2%. Specifically, broadcast. I need this order. Okay. All right. Here we go. Where are networks accounted for 20.1% of viewership, narrowly losing to cable, which had 24.1%. This marks a significant shift, with streaming now surpassing the combined viewership of traditional TV. Look at those numbers, folks. I love it. Oh my God. All right, here we go.
0.8% of all television viewership, while traditional broadcast and cable networks combined for 44.2%. The broadcast networks, ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox, accounted for 20.1% of the viewership. They lost to cable, which was at 24.1%. So folks need to understand that more people are watching streaming networks.
The clear way. All right. I won't subject you to any more of what happened to it stopped streaming. Let me see. Oh my goodness. What happened to the screen? Did the let me see. There we go. Let me see. Did okay, I guess it just stopped. Yeah, mayor. Okay. All right. I guess we're back to normal. There we are. So yeah, I won't play anymore. I shared the statistics and the numbers with you that I wanted you to see. And I know you possibly are sick and tired of listening to Roly Poly. I'll check the stats real quick. We're still at 7 away. So I guess tomorrow, if you can get a friend, a family member to join, I guess we will go over 14,000, or it may happen tonight. Who knows? So the Democrats are desperate. The Democrats are putting some stats together, trying to figure out how to get Black Americans back on that plantation. And I don't know where Tijuana is. Tijuana, I thought about you. I think an appropriate song. Tell me the artist and the year. I want you to want me. I need you to need me. I'd love you to love me. I want you to want me. All right. Oh, Alley Cat. Cheap trick. Yes. So the Democrats, that's what they're saying to Black Americans. They want Black Americans to want them. No, thank you. I'm good. Yeah, Cheap Trick, 1977 was the year. Where are we? My Texas lineage is FBA Republican. We have receipts for being conservative and on point about issues concerning the well-being of FBA community. We never took the Democratic trick bag or sold out. Boom. All right. Where are we? Republicans better deliver. Yes, Jammer, I'm with you. I agree wholeheartedly. So that's all I have for you. And let me see, where are we? Okay, yeah, I just wanted to come on and share this info with you. I know it's Friday night. A lot of people are busy. I get it. Texas to the bone and red too. All right, Alley Cat. So I'll be live tomorrow at 6. Make sure you're here. We'll have a good show tomorrow. So I don't know if we'll go over 14,000 tonight, but I hope it'll happen tomorrow while I'm live so I can celebrate with you because the channel is growing because of you and all of your efforts. Every time you hit that like button, every time you share the stream out, okay, that helps the channel to grow. Yeah, Hulk Hogan passed away. And some of these idiots, some of these Black YouTubers were like, he's dead and I don't care. I mean, just saying horrible thing. I'm like, what? Oh, I mean, someone just lost their life. And you have people saying, oh, who cares? And we're glad he's dead. Oof. Woo. We are definitely in a bad space in this country. And, you know, some people said he was racist. So, oh, my God. I can't with these people. Bye, Steve. Thanks for dropping in, love. All right. So that's all I have for you. Mary, yes. My girls, you've seen it? A lot of these Black YouTubers. Oh, my God. They are saying some horrible things about him. And I'm like, let the man rest in peace. I can't with that. That's just negative energy. Why? You know, the man is gone. Just leave him alone. Oof. So people that are doing all that, they must have something going on in their own lives. Love to all the patriots. Yes, Tijuana. Don't forget, tomorrow we'll be live at 6 o'clock p.m. Do me a favor, leave. For right, I'm here working. Oh, good, Allie. Don't forget, leave comments once I end the live stream. The more comments you post, the more YouTube will share the stream out. Thank you so much, Maga Tamara. Hulk Hogan was awesome. Yeah, Lord Jammer. If you guys come here on YouTube and type it in, a lot of Black YouTube, they are saying horrible things about him. They said racist things, yes, about Malcolm Jamal Warren. They're crazy. Oh, you have to have a thick skin. These keyboard warriors are miserable and they want to try to make you miserable. Ignore them the way I do. I enjoyed you all. Be safe. Yeah, we did just lose 3 icons, Alley Cat. Yeah. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Yeah, thank you, Lord Jammer. He supported Trump, so he's a racist. He's the second worst person ever born to Trump. I'm sick of these people. I can't with them anymore. I just can't. All right, folks, I'm going to let you go. I will talk to you in the comment section as long as you're there. Thank you again for spending your very important time at the Realist Reviews YouTube channel. Jammer said he had a reputation of being a backstage politician. Yeah, but again, when they found out he liked Trump, it was a wrap. They lost their minds. Beverly, how you doing, dear? Beverly, make sure you're here tomorrow, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They have no respect for the person. I have no respect. Right, MAGA? Exactly. They're awful. I mean, his family's dealing with his loss, and you're out here making these awful statements. Thank you, Laurie. So I'm going to the comment section. I'll talk to you as long as you're there. Please make sure you come and leave comments once the live stream is over. Be safe. Love you. And I'm coming to talk to you right now.